And now that you understand what a transliteration does, check out how we got to Jesus. So this right here is the Hebrew spelling of the Son of Man, which you call Jesus, and they took that name and did a direct transliteration into Greek. Keep up with that.
Yeah, the Greek transliteration comes from the New Testament, which is written in Greek. They use the name Jesus over and over again because they're writing in Greek. The ending comes from the necessities of Greek grammar.
Then they took that Greek transliteration and moved that into Latin.
Right. Latin became a dominant language, especially in the church, and so Jesus went to Jesus in Latin. No problem.
And then they took that Latin transliteration and moved it into English.
Right. At this point, English was starting to become the dominant language, not even just in the church, but in general. And they were transitioning from Latin to English. And English does have some sort of foundation in Latin. And so Jesus came right from the Latin, Jesus, which came from the Greek, which was from the New Testament, which came from the Hebrew. Still no problem here. And before you come at me for the letter J was needed for the English because that's how the letter I in those different languages were functioning, just like an English J. And so therefore J was used in the English Jesus. Still no problem.
Name on the far right there, that's the original transliteration, straight from Hebrew, right to English. That's what they should have did from the get-go, straight from Hebrew, right to English. But no, they decided to go from Hebrew to Greek, and then from Greek to Latin, and then from Latin to English.
So he has a little bit of a misunderstanding of how the transliteration went about. No one in the random 1600s decided to just do this step by step. This happened over time. Like I just mentioned, the New Testament does this first with Greek, and then it goes to Latin, which started to become more dominant, and then English. That's how it went about. Now, can you go straight from Hebrew to English? Sure. I don't have a problem with someone who wants to do that and go to Yeshua or even Yahusha. But what I have a problem with is people being dogmatic and forcing you to only say the Hebrew and make it a salvation issue. That's what I have a problem with.
Yahusha, Jesus, Jesus.
So you can hear the Hebrew name Yahusha sounds nothing like the Greek transliteration, sounds nothing like the Latin, and sounds nothing like the English transliteration.
Once again, transliterations don't have to be perfect because certain languages have certain grammatical needs.
And you take the Hebrew straight over to English. They sound identical. Check this out.
Yahusha.
Yeah, and that's fine. If you want to use Yahusha because you feel that it's better as it better captures the sound of the original Hebrew name, go for it. I don't have a problem with it. Just don't be dogmatic over it because this is the heresy of legalism.
I just dropped the names into 11 Lab. It pronounced the Hebrew name Yahusha identically to the English transliteration, bypassing the Hebrew to Greek to Latin to English. They did the whole hop, skip, and jump just to create confusion, just to change the name, just to blame phonetics and linguistics.
So there's no historical evidence that they went from Hebrew to Greek to Latin to English just to create confusion and change the name and blame it on the linguistics and phonetics. Yeah, I don't know what his point was there. But also, I've already explained this like two times already. So they went from that because first it was the New Testament that did it, then Latin became a more dominant language, and then English. This was a process over time. And once again, transliterations do not need to be perfect, and there are certain grammatical needs in different languages. Thus, we went from Yeshua or Yahusha to Jesus because of the grammatical needs of Greek, Latin, and English. I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but I need to repeat this over and over again because this guy is making me repeat it. If you want to use Yeshua or Yahusha, go be my guest. I'm not gonna force you to use Jesus. Just don't force your legalistic theology onto me. God bless.